Welcome to another yoga flow at Lake Como. We are gonna work towards King Pigeon pose, and we're gonna get started sitting on the shins with the hips on the heels. You can rest your palms on your thighs, and we're just taking a moment here to settle into this pose, rolling the shoulders up towards the ears and then all the way down the spine. And we'll get moving right away. Bring your hands onto your knees, and with the inhale start to arch your spine and lift your chin up for a seated cow pose. With the exhale we're gonna round for our cat. Bring your chin to your chest. Again, inhale to arch, look up, and with the exhale we're gonna round. One more like that. Deep inhale and full exhale out. From here, let's tuck all 10 toes under and then bringing the hips back onto the heels, making sure that also the pinky toe is tucked for a little toe stretch. Interlace your fingers and then flip your palms and reach your arms all the way up. Deep inhale, arch your spine. And again, exhale to round, so just like we did before, but now with the toes tucked. Inhale to arch, looking up, and exhale to round. Last time like that, reach up, find length, and from here interlace your hands now around the back of your head and lean your head back, opening the chest, and then bring your chin to your chest, really rounding the neck. Again, inhale to open, really open also the elbows, and exhale, chin to chest. Last time, inhale to lean back, really leaning the head into your hands and releasing the palms. You can release your toes now, tap the toes into the mat, and from here we'll do a counter stretch, so leaning back, stretching into the ankles, so floating the knees off your mat. If you have the balance here, you can bring your hands in front of your heart. One more breath. Exhale, release, and come onto all fours with the palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Let's move into our normal cat-cow. Inhale to drop your belly, lift the gaze, arch your spine, and exhale, chin to your chest, full rounding. We'll do 2 more rounds. You can find your own pace right away, dropping into your own breath, your own rhythm, maybe closing your eyes. And we're gonna meet in our cow pose. Walk the hands towards the front of your mat and melt your chest down, or maybe bringing the forehead down for our puppy's pose, heart melting pose. One of the best poses to prepare for our back bending, for our King Pigeon pose, because it really opens up the shoulders, the neck, the upper spine. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. Inhale, full exhale. One more deep inhale in, and exhaling out, starting to walk the hands back towards you and moving into our first downward dog from here. So tuck your toes and lift your hips up, and starting with some movement, bending the knees, moving your hips from side to side, gently easing into that down dog. And then let's lift the right leg up, 3-legged dog. Bend the right knee and make some circles into the hip. And slowly bring the knee to your chest to step the right foot between your hands, lowering the left knee down into the mat. Untuck your toes, making sure the right knee is on top of the right ankle, and reaching the arms up, softening the shoulders down. Starting to ease into our left quad, the left hip flexor. And let's bring the left palm down into the mat and reach the right arm back towards the left foot. bend the left knee and get hold of your foot for a deeper quad stretch, drawing the heel in towards your butt cheek, melting the left hip forward and down, holding it here. Full inhale, full exhale, and slowly letting go of the foot. And then bring the right foot over to the left for our pigeon pose. So right shin as parallel as possible in the mat, left leg is extended long behind. We're gonna stay on the fingertips and bend the left knee to draw the heel in and release. Inhale, bring the heel in. Exhale to release. One more time, heel in, stay there and find little pulses, bringing the heel closer and closer, really activating the strength of the hamstring and releasing the foot down. And we'll do some cobra rolls in our pigeon pose. So stay on your fingertips and inhale, lift the chin up. And with the exhale, slowly lower your upper body down towards the mat. And inhale to roll up, dropping the head back. And with the exhale, we're folding forward. One more inhale to lift up. And with the exhale, melting down and coming back to center. From here, we're gonna just swing the left leg forward so that it's long in front. Take your right ankle and place it on top of your left thigh. Bring the palms behind you into the mat, bend the left knee for our seated figure 4, lifting the chest up, so try not to collapse onto the palms here, but staying nice and lifted. And the closer we bring the hips to the heel, the deeper the stretch. Holding it here, focusing on the breath. And slowly straightening the left leg. Take the right foot now either into your hands or into your elbow crease, wrapping the forearms around the shin and then just rocking it from side to side like a baby, easing into the right hip socket, just loosening it up a bit. And slowly letting go, placing the foot back down, and bring your feet as wide as the mat and come into your Malasana Yogi Squat. Hands in front of the heart. You can be on your toes here or have the heels grounded, and then try to sit up as tall as possible, pulling the belly button in, drawing the shoulders back, opening the chest. Let's find a little twist from here. Bring the right fingertips long in front and reach the left arm up towards the ceiling, opening the chest. Inhale in and exhale back to center, hands in front of the heart. And then switching it out, bring the left fingertips long to the side and reach the right arm up to open up. Inhale and exhale back to center. And then bring your palms into the mat and stand all the way up. Heel toeing the feet together, coming to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And with the exhale, fold forward, bringing the forehead towards your shins. And inhale, slowly come all the way up, reaching the arms up, palms to touch. And exhale, hands to heart, and then releasing the arms by the sides. From here, interlace the palms behind the spine, open your chest, inhale. And with the exhale, bend your knees and melt your stomach onto your thighs, forehead towards the shins, and reach your arms up above the head. So reaching forward, stretching into the shoulders and into the hamstrings. Holding it here for one more breath. And slowly letting go of the grip. One more time, halfway lift, inhale. And exhale to plant your palms. And then step the right foot back and then the left, coming into our high plank. Moving through a vinyasa, so bend your elbows for chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog, open your chest. And exhale, rolling over the feet Downward facing dog, lifting the hips up high. Lower your knees down into the mat now, untuck your toes, and we're gonna find another puppy's pose, so walking the hands towards the front of the mat. And this time, bend your elbows, bringing the palms together, and from here melting the chest or forehead down and bringing the palms onto the crown of your head, or melting your chin into your palms. So one of these two options to really open up the throat, the neck, the upper spine. And slowly release and walk the hands back and returning back to our downward facing dog, lifting the hips up. And with the next inhale, reach the left leg up, three-legged dog. Open your hip, maybe drawing some circles with the left knee, moving into the hip. And then step the left foot between your hands, lower the right knee down, untuck the right toes, and making sure the left knee is on top of the left ankle. Reach your arms up under Vinyasa, melting the hips forward, stretching into the right hip flexor, the quad. That's really important for our back bending, that we also have open quads. So let's do that even more and bring the right palm down. Left hand reaches back towards the right foot. Bend the knee, get hold of the foot and draw the heel in to really open up that right quad, melting the hips forward and down and staying here to breathe into the stretch. And we're slowly gonna release the foot back down, heel toe the left foot over to the right to bring the left shin down for our pigeon pose. Right leg is extended long behind, come onto your fingertips and then draw the right heel in and slowly release. A few more like that, bring the heel in and with the exhale, releasing, inhale and exhale. Two more like that. And last time, keep the heel in and find tiny little pulses, drawing the heel closer and closer. And then bring the foot back down. Stay on your fingertips. We'll find our cobra rolls. Lifted chin and chest up. And with the exhale, slowly lower the spine all the way down. And again, coiling up the spine, drop your head back. Inhale. And exhale to melt forward, rolling down. Inhale to roll up. And last time to roll down the spine. And lifting back up, rolling onto the left outer hip to sweep the right leg forward. Setting up for our figure four stretch. So take the left ankle and place it on top of your right thigh. Palms are behind you in the mat. Bend the right knee. And then sit up tall here, so no collapsing onto the palms, lifting the chest and staying really, really high here, stretching into the left outer hip, staying with your breath. And slowly extend the right leg again. And either take now the left foot into your hands or into your elbow creases. So wrapping the forearms around the shin and then softly moving the leg from side to side. So rocking it like a baby, moving into the hip socket. And we're gonna let go of the shin. Bring your feet as wide as the mat to return to our Malasana Yogi Squat. Hands in front of the heart, using the elbows to open up the knees and the hips a little bit more. And we're gonna again move into our twist. Right fingertips long to the side, left arm reaches up. Maybe you want to go a bit deeper and find your bind around the right thigh. So interlacing the fingers around the thigh, drawing the left shoulder back. Inhale. And exhale to slowly release. Hands back in front of the heart. And let's switch sides. Left fingertips long, right arm reaches up, either staying here or going for that bind around the leg. Finding opposite fingertips, opening through the right shoulder, the right chest area. One more inhale. And exhale back to center. Bring the palms down and stand all the way up. Heel toeing the feet together. And welcoming our little special guest in this video. And with the next inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, let's rise all the way up. High mountain, palms to touch. Trying not to lose your balance. And exhale, hands to heart. And release your arms by the sides. Interlacing the hands behind the spine now. Open the chest, chin up. And then bend your knees, melt the stomach onto your thighs, forehead to your shins, and reach your arms forward. Stretching the backs of the legs, the shoulders. And then releasing the grip of your hands. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale to plant the palms, stepping the feet back into your high plank and moving through your Vinyasa. Chaturanga, bend your elbows. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog, lifting the hips up. And let's again lower the knees down into the mat. Untuck your toes. Coming high onto your shins now. We'll move a little bit more into our shoulders. Bring the left hand to the right hip bone and reach the right arm up and back, drawing big circles into the right shoulder, finding our full range of motion here. Maybe you can hear some cracking, I always do. And we are going to switch directions, so moving the opposite way and again moving fully into that right shoulder girdle, warming it up. And then keep the right arm up and bend your elbow using the left hand to assist. And then bring the left hand all the way around for our shoulder stretch, searching for opposite fingertips behind the spine. Maybe you can connect your fingers and then really open the chest here and draw the shoulders down. And release. Moving on to the other side, so bring the right hand to your left hip bone and sweep the left arm up and back to move into the left shoulder girdle, drawing big circles with the left arm. And reverse the direction, so moving the opposite way, but making just as big circles as before. And keep the left arm up, bend the elbow, use the right hand to assist, and then find the bind behind your back, so reaching the right fingertips all the way back, maybe connecting the fingers or the palms. Draw the right shoulder forward, full inhale, and exhale to release. Bring the hips onto the heels. We'll do again some seated cat-cows. Interlace your fingers and flip the palms, reaching the arms all the way up, arching the spine. And with the exhale, bring your arms long in front into your chest to round. Inhale to reach up, open up. And exhale, reaching forward, rounding. And then bring the palms into the mat. Lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Hips up high. Inhale, reach the right leg up, opening the hip, bending the right knee. And bring the right knee into your chest to bring the right shin all the way down, setting up for our half pigeon pose. And you can bring the right heel in a bit closer to your pubic bone because we're gonna attempt our king pigeon pose, and that gives a bit more balance here. But actually, let's first try our mermaid pose, bending the left knee, grab the foot and bring it into your left elbow crease. From here, we're gonna reach the right arm all the way up and search for opposite fingers behind your head, making a bind here, kicking the left foot into the elbow to really open the chest here, sitting up tall. And slowly release the bind. Keep the foot in. We're going to flip the grip now, so hold onto your foot from the outside and then bring the elbow up towards the ceiling, drawing the heel in, and maybe last step is to drop the head back, bringing the foot towards your head in our full king pigeon pose. And if this is not working just yet, you can always use a strap here, so placing a strap around the foot and using that. And slowly release the foot down. You can bring the right heel now further away because we'll do our sleeping pigeon, so melting the upper body onto the right shin, bringing the forehead down into the mat and just stretching deeply into the outer hip, softening the breath. Making our way back out, so lifting back up, tuck the left toes to lift the knee up and sweep the right foot back, returning to our down dog. Maybe you want to shake it out a little bit. And let's move to the other side, so lift the left leg up and then bend the knee, open your hip and draw the knee into your chest, placing the left shin down, extending the right leg long behind, finding our pigeon pose. Again, you can bring the left heel in close, so to have a bit more balance. And let's bend the right knee and slide the right foot into the right elbow crease for our mermaid pose. Sweep the left arm up behind your back and then search for opposite fingers, making that bind with your arms, kicking the right foot into your elbow to really open the chest here. Let's stay for one more breath and release. We're gonna flip the grip, so bring your hand to the outside of the right foot and then bring the elbow up towards the ceiling and drop your head back. You can also bring both hands, by the way, to your foot and then bringing the foot to your head, and we have our full king pigeon pose. And slowly releasing the foot back down. You can bring the left heel forward, making the shin a bit more parallel to the short end of your mat for our sleeping pigeon. So starting to lean forward, melting the upper body onto the shin. Bring the forehead down and let go of any tension, letting go of any restrictions to the breath, and really melting into the stretch here, fully surrendering. And we're gonna slowly come back up. From here, you can just roll onto the left outer hip, bringing the right leg forward. We'll do some counter stretching to our back bending. Wrap your arms around the thighs, interlacing your elbows, and then bring your forehead to your knees to really round the spine here. So full rounding of the neck, the upper, the middle, the lower spine, letting go of any tension, and release your grip and slowly start to lower all the way down into your mat. Bend your knees, bring your arms into a capital T shape, and then cross the right thigh on top of the left, maybe eagle wrapping the legs and letting your knees drop to your left, bringing your gaze over the right shoulder for a spinal twist to neutralize the spine, trying to keep the right shoulder grounded down into the mat. And inhale through center. Let's switch sides, so crossing the left thigh on top of the right, maybe full bind with the ankles even, and bringing the gaze over the left fingertips while grounding the left shoulder down into the mat. And slowly back to center, hugging your knees into your chest. Bring your hands behind your thighs and rock all the way up, coming to a seat. Cross your ankles and just place your hands onto your knees for a moment, closing your eyes, feeling into the body. And let's bring the hands in front of the heart, bowing your forehead to your fingertips, thanking yourself for taking the time to practice. I thank you so much for letting me guide you through this practice. And if you feel like you want to do some more yoga, check out any of my other classes. For example, my restorative sunset yoga class. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel to don't miss out on any of my new videos. Leave me a comment below if you have any questions or feedback. And if you like this video, it would mean the world to me if you give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.